Walking meditation was a natural custom for the ancients on planet Earth before the Matrix invaded and took over. Besides for meditating, it was a natural routine to spend many hours a day barefoot in the fields or in the jungles searching for food. The practice known as earthing is very well known in New Age communities already and has been proven scientifically to be of great benefit to the practitioner. The reason that earthing is so vitally beneficial to your well-being is because it literally balances the chi energy in your body to a neutral charge, not too positive and not too negative, resetting all the energy pathways throughout the body to a neutral charge. Once the feet chakras become activated, they work with the earth to harmonize the electromagnetic field of your own body, to achieve neutrality. It all starts at the feet. Once the energetic centers on the feet activate through stimulation, all the other chakras also begin functioning, and you restore the totality of your being from the feet upwards. After unplugging from the matrix, one has to plug into all that is through the feet. Have you ever wondered why the word, soul, of the foot is the same word as the soul? From a shamanic perspective, it is believed that below the soleace of our feet resides what shamans call the auric chrysalis. From these centers, we receive the energy of Mother Earth as a tree receives nourishment from its roots connected to the soil. These small, but important, chakra vortexes can be found on the sole of each foot, and they work in combination with the Muladhara chakra or base chakra, along with other minor chakras in the legs to create a stable lattice foundation for our physical existence. When they function harmonically, the feet chakras ensure a constant flow of communication and connection with the energy grids of the earth to the rest of the chakras on our physical and extra-physical bodies. They were also designed to facilitate the balancing and assimilation of the Kundalini energy that comes from Earth and its magnetic currents. These energy points act as energy transformers, regulating the intensity and quantity of these energy flows as well as whether or not they should and should not enter our physical energetic environment. As you can tell, if your feet have been hiding in soft shoes for many years, you probably experience issues with your chi energy. The body is full of electricity and chi energy, and when this energy is out of sync with the natural frequency of the earth, then you may say all sorts of complications arise for the human being. The introduction of shoes into our lives has done more harm than you can imagine. You may say the sole of a shoe disconnects you from the soul of the earth. Along with our system of 7 main physical chakras, we have a web of auxiliary energy centers, or lesser chakras, that provide a wide spectrum of energy influx into our system. They are often ignored and neglected. One of them is the system of chakras for the feet. Located on the base, or sole, of our feet, it has as a primordial purpose to discharge the electrical streams generated as a consequence of the normal activities and functions of the physical body. The earth is naturally charged negative, and humans tend to be artificially charged too positive, especially when never practicing any grounding activities that were so custom within all of the old prior Western traditions. The positive mind is what causes the body to become electrocuted, especially when one is holding many diametric oppositions, negatives and positives. You can be sure this is what causes rapid mortality. Information technology turns the body into a battery for its own hidden purpose. You may say it possesses the body in the name of the Matrix. Unfortunately, the custom programming and hustle and bustle of our society welcomes this unnatural byproduct. When you are using primarily mind, it puts you above physical, you may say, outside of your body, definitely not on your own 2 feet, surfing around in metaphysics. In cyberspace. This results in a symptom called spacey, in the clouds, feeling otherworldly, as if you do not belong here, where you are. Earthing the earth element. Earthing is a very practical and down-to-earth method to establish spiritual grounding, because the earth itself is the foundation to the cosmic consciousness, which you may call the now. All of creation on the earth is in the now except the human being plagued by the mind, which is the origin of the illusion of time. When you re-establish this foundation within yourself by embracing what the natural environment of the earth has to teach you, do you reinstate your own absolute foundation, becoming founded through the solace of your own 2 feet. Furthermore, when you become fully conscious in your own 2 feet, you start flourishing just like the earth does, as the earth is simply an external reminder of what is missing within yourself. The earth was there before the AI mind and is something that could not be hidden by malevolent forces. The destruction of many of the jungles and forests across the world was done in an attempt to eliminate this vital reminder for the inhabitants on planet Earth. Just like the earth overflows with abundance in all forms imaginable, so is it your divine right to embody this crucial absolute to make your soul whole once again. Lessons from Qigong. In ancient Qigong life force energy cultivation modalities, the main emphasis was on achieving the neutral state, the balance between yin, negative and cold, and yang, positive and hot. Focusing on both the internal environment of the body and the external, using techniques to feel and manipulate the qi energy in the body, which brings more of consciousness within your very own whereabouts. Qigong masters turned their lives into an artful masterpiece by complete dedication to the natural laws of nature and the universe, exhibiting cosmic law in perfection within physicality, within the physical body. The physical body eventually only burns out due to lack of knowledge about its true functionality. Very much like a machine that malfunctions prematurely due to being supplied with an improper voltage, so does the life expectancy of a body diminish when it is subject to energy that is out of control. It is by no surprise that meditation and mindfulness formed the biggest part of the regimen for Qigong practitioners, taming what we call the monkey mind. If the mind is not under control by the soul, then the foundation of all other endeavors would be tainted, because one cannot go forward anyhow if there is something keeping you back via attachment to holographic data. Anything must be crushed into nothingness. Embracing the earth. The earth can help you pinpoint what it is that causes your energetic problem, when you share and give yourself to her. There is always a sharing of energy between yourself and anything you give your attention to. It is about time we focus more of our attention to what the earth is showing us in its entire splendor. The earth naturally brings to consciousness all of the illusions which you yourself energize through your mind. This is the offspring of all of your bodily ailments. They are all sourced by embedded false programming in your mind that has become rigid or cemented. Anything that has a source is not real, because source implies beginning. If you are attached to something that had a beginning, then you are in cyberspace, not founded in your own 2 shoes. The earth can help you see all your false sources. This happens when you see all of what truly matters within the confounds of her, how all of creation harmonizes together to keep the one whole ever abundant. It is always going forward, no stopping, no pausing. The difficulty many face is breaking ingrained patterns so that new experiences are made available and released from the inside out. When you find yourself immersed in nature and directly exposing the energetic centers of the feet to the rough absorbing surface of the earth, you physically connect yourself to the soul of earth. The earth does bring to light all of the reasons why you yourself are not in harmony. It is like spending time in the aura of a sage of pure white light. Your darkness starts surfacing. You are here and you very much belong anywhere you are, for you are everything and everywhere, and the feeling of disconnection can be highly accounted with an energetic imbalance, mainly due to not having your earth element within you, which can be very easily sorted out through a walking meditation regimen. Barefoot walking meditation. The secret to reclaiming the foundation of the cosmic consciousness, stepping back in the now, would be to literally step back into your own 2 feet. If you really are standing on your own 2 feet 100%, then nothing can blow you around even in the waking state. If we were all 100% in our own 2 feet, there would not be a divide between the dream world and the waking matrix. Barefoot walking may be painful at first, but like all disciplines, pain accompanies the beginning stages. You may practice anywhere you like, preferably on a nature trail, a field of green grass, or on any paving made out of a mineral from the earth. The substrate is not as important as the stimulation of the feet. The feet need tough love, they need to be worked so that blood and energy starts accumulating below the feet at the soles. After a period of consistent walking meditation practice, the muscles in the feet start becoming much stronger, blood starts circulating down to the soles more deeply. Blood is chi, due to an increase in angular motion. Walking meditation is a bit different from the normal gait. Firstly, you have to walk in slow motion, deeply concentrated within every inch of movement of your body, feeling every fiber of the tapestry of your feet. With each step, one must bend each foot with every following step upward almost as far up as a ballerina. One must feel the legs and the buttocks and keep the focus on perfecting each and every step. Every last part of the body must move in a synchronistic equilibrium, aiming for complete non-resistance in the body to the motions of each step. Everything must allow for movement like a well-oiled engine. Eventually, it must feel as if you are walking on air. When the chakras in the legs start activating, they naturally root your body in a solid foundation. 2 quotes by W. Zahutz. Quote, "The health of the foot chakra is directly related to our ability to not only to become grounded inside of the physical body while, at the same time, to manifest the spiritual skill of being an anchor of light, with the multidimensional ability to actively interact with the world at large, in real time, while being a point of sacrificial fire for your higher self." End quote. Quote, "The feet have a vital psychological importance in our lives, because they represent our contact with our immediate reality, the ground, the law of gravity. Physically, the lack of balance on the feet affects the harmony and performance of our whole structure." End quote. When the structure of the body can hold itself up effortlessly, you are rooted. There should be no leaning, it should not feel as if you are heavy. Once the feet and legs become empowered, the sense of gravity disappears. You become one with the immediate reality around you, because your feet are on the immediate reality around you. You are the immediate reality around you, together with the ground you stand on, just as a tree is one with all of its immediate environment through its root system that connects throughout the entire globe. The time has come to reconnect ourselves to the natural grid of the earth by reactivating our foot chakras.